Hey Pisces, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through this reading. This is going to be our daily reading for Saturday, December 26th. Let's see what's going on with Pisces. At the heart of your reading, we have your greatest wish, the Nine of Potions. Potentially a wish being granted. If not that, then it's clarity over what you really, really want. Let's see what the challenge is. We have the Ace of Presents, okay? You may be offered your greatest wish. However, it's what you used to want. And now, it's like, let me think of an example. It's like, say you worked at a company and you were trying to apply for a different position within the company. And you applied a couple of times and they chose someone else, but they said, keep going, here's what you can do, here's what you can work on so that you'll be next in line. So you've been working toward it and dreaming about it and hoping for it. But in the interim, as you've been going through that process, still hoping for, still wanting the promotion or the other job, some other new opportunity comes in, like a different company trying to come in and recruit you, or an excitement to move to a different area that would require you leaving that job altogether. So it's this duality, this two different things happening at the same time. So I mean an element of duality there, I guess. But it's like, okay, finally, it's your turn. Congratulations. We're going to have an opening in that department, and January 1st it'll be yours. And you're like, oh, well, I've been hoping for that for a long time, and on some level it makes me really happy. However, in the meantime, I've been presented with this new opportunity, or I'm dreaming in a new direction now. Good problem to have, I guess. It's both positive. Both things are positive. The focus, your focus, we have the Ten of Needles in reverse. You've changed your mind about something. Recent past, we have another 10 of Presents. This is the clarity of the world you want around you. What do you want your environment to be like? What would be the most fulfilling, the best house, the best car, maybe the trappings, but it can also be just the sense of it. Like, I want some place that's my own, where it can have a style that fits me. But it is very much like your material environment, your physical environment. Yeah, things are going your way, Pisces. The energy of the environment is the Six of Needles. An opportunity to move past things that aren't, let's see, it feels less serious than I usually interpret it, and I'm trying to feel out how to describe this energy. It's like, it's like charting your course. It's like, if your profession had been, what's the word for this profession? Gosh, I'm laughing because I'm going to have to describe it in totally simplistic terms because I just don't know the terminology. So forgive me ahead of time. It's like if you, I can't even think of how to say this, but I'm going to describe it, I promise. I'll move forward with this, I promise. I'm imagining owning a boat and being responsible to move things from point A to point B. There's a much better way to say that, I know, so please don't laugh at me. But the routes that you've been taking are the known territories. And it's like somewhat troublesome, the routes that you've had to take in order to deliver from point A to point B what your job is. This energy of the environment is like, you no longer have to deliver to those customers, so you don't have to take that route that was difficult anymore, and you can take a much easier, simpler, more pleasant route. You might still be coming from the same home base, but the destinations that you'll have to travel to and from are more well placed, meaning that the space between you and your destinations where you'll be traveling is just, what's the other side? I'm getting pleasant. It'll be more pleasant. What else? Calmer? Happier? Less troublesome? Less challenging? I don't think challenges are always a bad thing. We need challenges in order to, motivate us and level up. But I mean, just like, the barrage of challenges, like, oh, I have to go around this thing, and then there's troubled water over there, and then there's like another, we have to wait here for other traffic of boats to cross our paths. It's like, it's less complicated. Yeah. Less complicated, says the person who takes way too long to describe a potentially simple, sorry, I'm being hard on myself. We all do it, right? Okay, coming up in the near future, we have the Knight of Presence. This is you moving slowly and steadily toward your goal with a purpose. It's focused on the destination and dealing with whatever happens along the way that's necessary to get there. It's commitment. Yeah, when you have this ace, I feel like you're going to choose the ace. In that scenario we were talking about, like, oh, I got my wish, but now I have this new energy I want to move with. Because the Knight of Presence takes the ace and then acts on it, moves forward with that energy. Your surprise energy, we have the Two of Needles in reverse, so you're going to make the decision. Things are going to come into focus. You're going to get a clarity that enables you and empowers you to make the right decision for you. I mean, for that to come as a surprise, you must be really not indecisive, but in a state of indecision right now. You might be surprising other people. That would be, I don't usually interpret the position that way, but in this scenario, I can see how, if you've been working toward a promotion and your boss knows it, and finally they're saying, oh, we're holding a spot for you. Thanks for working so hard. It's yours. And then you're going to say, listen, I've deliberated, but thanks, but no thanks. I need to move in this new direction. They're going to be like, what? That comes as a total surprise. So I could see that being how the surprise energy manifests. Your hopes and fears. We have the Knight of Needles. More Knight energy. This is an active energy, but it's acting on your beliefs, what you know to be true, what you think. I think this is just you wanting to be certain of the decision before making the decision, if that makes sense. Like, you would be much more comfortable choosing the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Presence, same thing. It's just in this deck they call it Presence. If you could know, where is it going to lead? So it's that lack of clarity or lack of foresight. Like, I'm just going to have to take the risk and move in a new direction. You have to really want it in order to do so. So I think the reason this Knight of Needles is showing up in hopes and fears is it's a fast-moving energy. So it's not just making a decision to move in a new direction, but it's moving there fast. It's like you make the decision and it's like, all right, go. So it might be a little bit of that, like, okay, am I really, really ready to make this decision? Because I know once I do, it's gonna be like a fast pace, breakneck speed, they want me to say. I don't like that term, breakneck speed. sounds so violent. Okay. End result, we have the Two of Presents in reverse. You're going to make the decision, but it's going to bring things into clearer, no, not clearer focus. It's like, I'm doing this and I'm doing this side hustle. I'm doing my job, I'm working toward that promotion, and then I'm also trying to build up this side business. So now it's like you're taking the side business and making that your main hustle. That's that Two of Presents reversed energy. You're not doing both anymore. You're choosing one or the other. And I think the one that it's looking like you're going to choose is the new, whatever is new. Let's get you some advice. All right, advice came right out. Page of Needles. Okay, super interesting. I feel like this is talking about your hopes and fears here, because the Knight of Needles was in the hopes and fears category. The Page of Needles is inquisitive, is a communicator. So this is saying, put out your feelers. If this newness intimidates you in any way, I don't mean intimidation as a bad thing, but newness is like, well, I feel a little in over my head here. So it can sometimes. This is saying, ask the questions. I want to put this the way that they want me to. They're cautioning against overconfidence in some way. It's like, don't feel like you need to or that you should position yourself as an expert if you don't have to. The Page of Needles wants to know, and in seeking for knowledge, in seeking understanding, he asks questions. He reaches out to people that are more knowledgeable than him. So it's that sort of energy that's the advice here. Make sure to stay inquisitive and learn. And this isn't... no, it's not holding you back. It's not saying that you should take some sort of like junior energy. Sorry, I'm taking a tangent here, because sometimes the Page of Needles can mean don't step into a position of authority, take the more humble position. So that may be the case for some of you, but I don't think that's the case for most of you, because the way that I'm sensing it is more so, be the entrepreneur, take the new path, be confident. But part of that journey, part of that path is going to be the inquisitive learning, asking for opinions, information gathering. Thank you. Gather information. That's a big part of this new path for you. Gather more information. Okay, Pisces. I hope that helped. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Bye.